Welcome back to LTR Gaming, and I am Troy. In this particular video, I will like to discuss the CD Projekt Red apology, the recent apology that they tweeted out about the Cyberpunk 2077 release on console, and just the overall release of the actual game and how they actually went about it. You know, I shared in my last video that I thought that it was actually shady, that I thought that with the good standing and how they presented themselves so far up until this particular point in the gaming community, that they were a stand-up development company that, you know, would do right by the consumers as far as the product that they create, how they would release it, the quality of how they would release it, and what they'd be releasing. And this just blindsided me to no degree. And you know, this recent release of this game in the state for the last gen consoles is just no excuse that I can give them. And there's a lot of people out there that are going to give them that benefit of the doubt again, and I'm willing to give them that benefit of the doubt. No one's perfect. No one's perfect at the end of the day. You know, people make mistakes. The people have the best intentions, but sometimes they just can't execute them. And it seemed like with the development cycle of this game and the untimely delays of this game, you know, this game was delayed several times, and I was just always wondering, where's the QC? Where's the quality control? Not only from their department, but also from Microsoft and Sony. I mean, Microsoft and Sony actually knew what this product was and how it looked and how it ran way before any consumer did. So why did they even allow it to even be released on their platform? But yet and still they did. Now I've been playing it on the Xbox Series X, and it's been running fine. Other than, you know, the annoying bugs and things like that of the nature. But other than that, you know, the game runs fine. The story is great. I'm having a blast with it, and the more I play it, the more I enjoy it. And it's weird because the more I play it, the more I'm starting to get used to not noticing the bugs, just like I've gotten used to not noticing a lot of the bugs in Bethesda games. But they recently put out their yellow placard card whenever they're apologizing about something from this particular company. In this particular instant, this is no different. And I'm going to read to you exactly what they actually said in regard to their message to the actual gamers. And this is what they actually had to say. Dear gamers, first of all, we would like to start by apologizing to you for not showing the game on base last-gen consoles before it premiered, and in consequence not allowing you to make a more informed decision about your purchase. We should have paid more attention to making it play better on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Second, we will fix bugs and crashes and improve the overall experience. The first round of updates has just been released, and the next one is coming within the next 7 days. I expect more, as well as we will update frequently whenever new improvements are ready after the holidays. We'll continue working. We'll release 2 large patches, starting with the patch 1 in January. This will be followed by patch 2 in February. Together, these should fix the most prominent problems gamers are facing on last-gen consoles. We will be informing you about the content of each patch ahead of their release. They won't make the game on last-gen look like it's running on a high-spec PC or next-gen console, but it will be closer to the experience than it is now. Finally, we would always like everyone who buys our games to be satisfied with their purchase. We would appreciate it if you would give us a chance. But if you are not pleased with the game on your console and don't want to wait for updates, you can opt out to refund your copy. For copies purchased digitally, please use the refund system on PSN or Xbox respectively. For boxed versions, please first try to get a refund at the store where you bought the game. Should this not be possible, please contact us at helpmerefundcdprojectred.com and we will do our best to help you. Starting from today, you can contact us for a week up until December 21st, 2020. So I had a couple of issues with that apology. And the first thing I would like to point out is that you shouldn't be putting a date and time on how long gamers should have to refund this game. Especially, you shouldn't give them like 2 to 3 weeks after the game's release to refund the game. Pretty much you got up to before Christmas to refund the game, or you're not getting a refund. I mean, I don't think that that's fair. I mean, we've waited over 8 years. We've pre-ordered this game years in advance. A lot of us did. So to give us like 3 weeks after the initial release of the game to actually get a refund, I don't think that that's fair. And also there's been cases that people have tried to refund this game on PlayStation Network, and PlayStation is not giving them refunds. Now, of course, they say you can contact them directly through that email, which I'm sure people will do. But it's real inconsiderate to have people have to go through these hoops and hurdles to get a refund for a game that you knew that you shipped broken and janky. And the fact that you guys said that you should have paid more attention to making it play better on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, well then, who were you paying more attention to? Were you paying more attention to it running better on PC? Because the versions that we've gotten, well, at least that I've gotten, is the Xbox One X enhanced version that I'm playing on the Series X. And it runs fairly well, but then again, that's on next gen hardware. And I guess for the Sony guys, you've been concentrating on the PS4 Pro version. Like it doesn't make sense to me, because this game was supposed to be a last gen game, so all your attention, if not all your attention, should have been dedicated predominantly for last gen gaming consoles. So I don't get where you guys say you should have concentrated all your attention towards the last gen systems. I mean, this statement is basically a blatant contradiction, because when you last delayed the game before the launch, you said, hey, you know what, that last delay allowed us to polish up things, and you also said that the games are running phenomenally on last gen consoles. So I don't understand. Then what game were you guys playing? So then again, it leads me to believe that you guys knew that this game was shipped in this state, and that you didn't care, and that you knew that, hey, you know what, we'll just patch it like we did The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt, and everything will be fine, and these guys will understand, and it won't be a big deal, it won't be a firestorm, and we'll be able to move through this, and this won't linger or be a stain on our record. But I'm sorry, it will be that. At least for me it will, because going forward with any game that you guys create going forward, I'm going to be a bit hesitant in pre-ordering it. I don't care if you're marketing the game as the next end-all be-all game that is going to triumph all games of all games. It's going to be a game that's going to revolutionize the gaming industry. I'm going to be very hesitant when giving you guys my pre-ordered money, because you just can't be trusted at the end of the day. And I'm surprised that a lot of people are being honest and as truthful on YouTube, as far as these YouTube socialite celebrities on here speaking up and being honest, because some people, they're going to cap, they're going to, gaming development is hard. I don't know how to make video games, so I don't know how hard it is. So I can only imagine developers is listen, they got a job just like anybody else. You need to perform and do the job and pull out quality product. I can't go to work and tell my boss, well, I can only do 50% of the job because it's a hard job, but you got to pay me 100% of the pay, but I can only do 50% of the job because it's a hard job. No, that's not how the real world works. So no, I'm not going to have any sympathy towards any of these people that work for this particular company, whether they were in the crunch, where they had forced to work 6 days a week, whether they had to, work during the holidays or work overtime, or hey, look, this is a product that you want consumers to buy. This is a product that you want to hit the market so you can become lucrative, so that you can become a company that's reputable, that you can become a staple in this particular market. Well, you have to put out quality work. And what does that mean? Standing behind your product that is quality. Y'all need to understand that. So no, you're not going to get this, oh, let's make an excuse for them. Video games is hard to make. Well, then don't make video games if they're hard to make. If you can't make a quality video game, then don't make video games. That's like me buying a vehicle and every other day, the engine is blowing, or I'm having a flat tire, or something of the nature is wrong with the engine, or the door is falling off. Well, if Dodge doesn't know how to make vehicles, then they need to not make vehicles. There's no excuse for that. But of course, people are then making excuses for CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk. Oh, stop complaining. That's another thing I got to get into here. People telling people not to have an opinion about something that they purchased. No, I've paid money for this product. I've used my time, my sweat equity to earn those dollars, to then give it to someone else to receive a product. And if that said product isn't what was advertised as is, then I have the right to complain about it. This product was not as advertised. So it kills me when I hear people telling me, oh, stop complaining about it. They're just bitching. They're just complaining about it. No, I'm not complaining. It wasn't free. If you don't want to hear me complain, then go to another channel. If you don't want to hear me complain about something that I bought, that's another thing. I bought it. Why are you mad that I'm complaining about something I bought? I would never tell somebody to have an issue or don't say nothing about something they bought. That don't even make sense to me. So it just kills me when I see people trying to silence other people about this particular issue, about this particular game. Some people didn't like it. They have the right to say, hey, I didn't expect that. Hey, this is not what was advertised. Hey, the trailers didn't look like this on the PS4. The trailers didn't look like this on the Xbox One. So what is this? This is not what you promised. So let's just stop telling people that they shouldn't complain or they shouldn't have an issue with it, or stop telling them, well, you should have got a PC. Well, what if I didn't want a PC? What if I want to play on console? And the console version of the game that they advertised to me didn't look like what I got. That's a problem. So don't tell somebody they shouldn't feel some kind of way about it. It's one of the idiotic things that people continuously do that they're not going to stop doing. But it's like a pet peeve of mine. Like, how you going to tell somebody to feel a way about something that they feel a way about? Like, it doesn't make sense. But I don't buy this apology letter. I don't buy this Dear Gamers letter from CD Projekt Red. Like I said, man, the game has bugs. The game has issues. I've been playing on the Xbox Series X. I'm enjoying the story. I'm overlooking some of the glitches and the bugs, but I'm still playing the game. and I will give you a completion review once I complete the game and let you know is it still worth playing while they're working through it once I complete it. But I want to share with you, the gamer, their apology letter. Leave a comment in the bottom below. Let me know what you think. Is it good enough for you? Do you buy it? Do you believe them? Are they going to get away with it in the next game that they actually announced that they'll be working on? We'll just support it. Anyway, guys, I'm Troy. This is LTR Gaming. Don't forget to play your games and be happy. Peace.